Have you ever felt like you're driving with the emergency brake on? You're pushing the accelerator, you're trying to move forward, but something is holding you back, creating this constant, low-grade resistance in your life. You see the future you desire, but an invisible tether keeps pulling you back into the same old patterns, the same fears, the same self-doubts. For so many of us, this invisible tether is the unhealed energy of our younger self. It's the part of you that felt unseen, unheard, or unsafe. And the conventional wisdom? It tells you to get over it, to move on, to let go of the past. It encourages you to deny, suppress, or even wage war against this wounded part of yourself, treating it like a ghost to be exorcised rather than a child to be loved. But what if I told you that this approach is not only ineffective, it's fundamentally at odds with the nature of reality itself? What if the path to true freedom, to rewriting your entire life experience, isn't about cutting ties with that younger you, but about turning toward them with radical love and acceptance? This isn't just a psychological technique. It is a quantum event. It is an act of conscious integration that shifts your fundamental frequency, altering the very fabric of your reality. Today, we are going to explore your inner child through a quantum lens. We will uncover how engaging in a conscious dialogue with this sacred part of yourself is the key to unlocking your power, breaking generational patterns, and remembering the magnificent truth of who you are. This journey requires you to stop trying to fix yourself and instead begin a conversation. A conversation that will change everything. The solution to this deep internal friction is deceptively simple in its concept, yet profound in its application. You must become the loving parent to yourself that you always needed. Instead of trying to silence the voice of your wounded inner child, you must learn to listen to it. Instead of trying to escape its pain, you must offer it your presence and compassion. This isn't about wallowing in the past. It is a strategic and powerful act of energetic alchemy. From a quantum perspective, everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. Your unresolved childhood experiences are not just memories stored in the brain. They are living frequencies held within your energy field. They are pockets of dense, low-vibration energy, fear, shame, abandonment, that continuously broadcast a signal into the quantum field, attracting experiences that resonate with that same frequency. This is the law of resonance in action. Your outer world is a mirror reflecting your inner energetic state. As long as the frequency of "I am not enough" or "I am not safe" is running in your subconscious, you will continue to manifest people and circumstances that validate that belief. Positive thinking alone can't override this, because it's like playing a beautiful melody on a piano that is fundamentally out of tune. The core frequency is off. The act of turning toward your inner child with love is the act of retuning your instrument. Love, compassion, and safety are some of the highest frequencies available to us. When you, as your conscious adult self, direct that high-frequency energy toward the low-frequency energy of the past wound, you begin to change its structure. You are not erasing the past. You are upgrading its energetic signature. You are introducing a new, coherent wave of energy that begins to entrain the incoherent, chaotic wave of trauma, bringing it into harmony with your true self. To truly grasp the power of this process, we need to look at the master programmer of your life, the subconscious mind. Neuroscience has shown us that about 95% of your daily thoughts, behaviors, and emotional reactions are run by subconscious programs. And when were most of these programs written? Between the ages of 0 and 7. During this time, your brain was operating primarily in a theta brainwave state, which is a state of hypnosis. You were absorbing everything from your environment without a critical filter. The beliefs of your parents, the emotional tone of your home, the subtle and overt messages about your worth and safety, all of it was downloaded directly into your operating system. That younger version of you is the gatekeeper to that original programming. This is why you can consciously know you are worthy, but subconsciously feel like an imposter. Your conscious mind, the 5%, is trying to assert a new belief, while the subconscious 95% is running an old, powerful program to the contrary. The conflict between these two is the source of self-sabotage and that feeling of being stuck. You are living in a state of energetic incoherence. Trying to ignore or fight your inner child is like trying to delete a computer virus by just deleting the error messages that pop up on the screen. It doesn't work. You have to go to the source code. Engaging with your inner child is how you gain access to that source code. You are not talking to a ghost. You are communicating with the very foundation of your current belief system. It's not about blame. It's about understanding the mechanics of your own consciousness so you can consciously recondition it, not with force, but with the potent frequency of unconditional love. So, let's make this practical. How do you begin this dialogue? How do you initiate this quantum shift? It begins with a clear, conscious intention and a willingness to be present with what arises. I want you to find a quiet moment today. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and set the intention to connect with your younger self. In your mind's eye, I want you to visualize yourself at an age where you first felt hurt, scared, or alone. See that little you standing there. Don't judge them. Don't try to fix them. Just see them. This simple act of observation is incredibly powerful. In quantum physics, the observer effect demonstrates that the very act of observing a particle changes its behavior. By observing this energetic memory within you, not with judgment or fear, but with pure, loving awareness, you are fundamentally changing its state. Now I want you to ask that child a question. What do you need right now? What is it you've always needed to hear? Listen for the answer. It might come as a word, an image, or a feeling. Often the answers are simple. I need to know I'm safe. I need to know you won't leave me. I need to know I'm good enough. And then, from your heart, as the powerful, capable adult you are now, you give it to them. You say to them, I am here now. I will never leave you. You are safe with me. You are so deeply loved. You are perfect exactly as you are. As you do this, you are not just performing a visualization exercise. You are directing a high-frequency, coherent energetic signal into a distorted, low-frequency pattern within your own field. This is applied quantum physics. You are using your focused consciousness, your loving attention, to collapse a wave of painful potential into a new reality of healing and integration. This rewrites the neurological pathways in your brain and shifts the energetic signature in your body. This is the rapid shift. Let's expand this concept even further, because this isn't just about healing old emotional wounds. It's about reclaiming your identity as a multidimensional creator. Your body is not just a physical machine. It's a sophisticated biocomputer that is constantly reading and responding to the energetic fields around it. The unresolved trauma of your inner child creates a state of chronic energetic incoherence. Think of it like a radio station that is stuck between two frequencies, producing static. This static broadcasts a distorted signal to the universe, and it also impacts your physical body. This is where epigenetics comes in. Epigenetics is the science of how your perceptions and environment can change the way your genes are expressed. Dr. Bruce Lipton's research shows that our beliefs, held in the subconscious mind, are what control our biology. The persistent stress signals from an unhealed inner wound, the frequency of fear or threat, can literally signal your genes to express themselves in ways that lead to disease and imbalance. This is how generational trauma is passed down. It's not just in the stories we tell. It's in the energetic frequencies and epigenetic markers we inherit and perpetuate. When you consciously integrate your inner child, you are performing a profound act of epigenetics. You are changing your perception of your own past. You are introducing the powerful environmental signal of love and safety directly into your internal system. This new signal of coherence begins to switch on genes for health, vitality, and well-being, and switch off the genes related to stress and survival. You literally become the one who breaks the chain. This is the deepest form of healing. It's not about finding a magic bullet outside of yourself. It's about realizing that you are the source of the medicine. The Bible says, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Ancient Vedanta philosophy speaks of the Atman, the true self, as the silent, ever-present witness to all of life's experiences. Both point to the same truth. Your consciousness is the ultimate creative and healing force in the universe. By stepping into the role of the loving observer, the Atman, the renewed mind, you are separating your true identity from the identity of the wound. The wound is an experience you had. It is not who you are. The dialogue with your inner child is the bridge that allows you to lovingly retrieve the fragmented part of your energy from that old story and integrate it back into the wholeness of your true self. To anchor this transformation, it must become a living practice, not a one-time event. This relationship with your inner self needs to be nurtured daily. Just like any other important relationship in your life, I want you to make this a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Every morning, before you pick up your phone or engage with the outside world, take just 2 minutes. Close your eyes, place a hand on your heart, and simply check in. Ask, "Hey, how are you doing in there today? What do you need from me?" This simple act reinforces the message of safety and presence. It trains your subconscious mind to know that you are on its side. Throughout the day, when you feel emotionally triggered, when you feel that familiar pang of anxiety, anger, or inadequacy, I want you to pause. Instead of reacting from the trigger, ask yourself a new question. Who is feeling this right now? Is this me, the conscious adult? Or is this my younger self feeling scared and overwhelmed? 9 times out of 10, it's the child within. And in that moment, you can silently say to them, "I've got this. We are safe. I'm in charge." This is how you move from being a victim of your programming to the conscious architect of your experience. Now, let's make this interactive. I invite you right now to pause this video. Take one deep breath and ask your inner child, what is one thing you have always needed to hear? Listen to the very first thing that comes to mind. Now, I want you to type one word in the comments below that describes the feeling you are sending to that child. Is it love? Safety? Pride? Peace? By sharing this, you are not only amplifying your own intention, but contributing to a collective field of healing for everyone here. As you commit to this practice, you will inevitably encounter resistance. This is normal and expected. For years, perhaps decades, your brain has been wired for a certain way of being. Your ego, the part of your mind that constructed an identity around your past wounds, may feel threatened by this new inner harmony. It might try to pull you back into familiar stories of blame, victimhood, or unworthiness. You might have days where you feel like you're taking 2 steps back. Neuroscience explains this as the brain's tendency to fire along the most well-trodden neural pathways. Your old patterns are superhighways. Your new patterns are a faint path in the woods. The key is repetition. Every time you choose to respond to your inner child with compassion instead of frustration, you are strengthening that new neural pathway. You are paving a new road. Doubt may also creep in. Your logical mind might whisper, "This is silly. I'm just talking to myself. Is this even real?" This is a critical moment. You must understand that your reality is determined by the perspective you choose to empower. You can choose the perspective of the materialist, who believes you are only a collection of chemical reactions. Or you can choose the perspective of the quantum creator, who understands that your consciousness is a fundamental force that shapes your reality. The proof of this work is not in an external double-blind study. The proof is your own state of being. The proof is the quiet sense of peace that starts to permeate your days. The proof is when an old trigger no longer has power over you. The proof is the newfound sense of wholeness and self-love that begins to blossom from within. You are not trying to prove this to anyone else. You are simply choosing to inhabit a more empowered, loving, and coherent reality. Your peace is the only evidence you need. So let's bring this all together. That feeling of being held back, that invisible break on your life, has a name and a face. It is the younger you, frozen in a moment of time, holding a frequency of pain, and waiting for a hero. The beautiful, powerful truth is that you are the hero they have been waiting for. The person you are today, your strength, your wisdom, your very survival, is a testament to the incredible resilience of that child. You are the living proof that they made it. Your intrinsic value was never something you had to achieve. It was innate from the moment you came into being. It was simply obscured by the static of old programming, a frequency of pain that you now have the tools and the power to transmute. This journey of inner child integration is not a task to be checked off a list. It is the ultimate homecoming. It is a lifelong commitment to a sacred relationship with yourself. It is the most important work you will ever do, because it doesn't just change you. It changes the legacy you leave behind. It heals the past and liberates the future. So I ask you to make a commitment today, not to me, but to that child within you. Commit to listening. Commit to loving. Commit to showing up for them every single day. Stop denying or trying to get over your younger self and start a dialogue. For in that sacred conversation, you will not only heal your past, you will unlock the infinite potential of your future. You will remember that you are not broken and you have never been. You are whole, you are powerful, and you are love itself.